Tonya. Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This is Tonya Knight. I'm Maria Quattrone of Maria Quattrone Real Estate Experts at Remax at Home. And I want to congratulate Tonya on her 2 years as being a professional realtor here at MQA. In fact, Tonya started her journey 2 years ago with us. And Tonya, I want to ask you, why did you decide to become a professional real estate agent?
Well, my husband, he was always promoting me, wanting me to be a real estate agent. However, I come from a cosmetology background. So I had to take care of my mom. She for 7.5 years, and I was home taking care of my mom. And I woke up one day and said, I'm going to go online and I'm going to look into the real estate class. So that's what I did. And I surprised them and I did it. It took me a little longer because I had cobwebs in my head and it was so much information. And I did it. I'm now a real estate agent. So it's like, I can't believe it. I'm really good. Every time I think about it, I get really emotional about it. But
It was quite the journey for you, wasn't it? And was it an easy one?
no, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. As a matter of fact, I was thinking how when I first started here, I was trying to get used to all the different systems that we have to work with. And I was in the corner crying. And you came over to me and you were like, what's wrong with you? I was like, these systems, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. And I was expecting like a hug, saying, oh, baby, it's going to be okay. And you were like, get yourself together. It doesn't happen in one night. You're not going to get it in one night. So I just turned around and wiped my eyes. Hey, I needed that. That's what I needed. I wanted the hug, but I needed that because that's who I am. I never give up. I'm not really, I am emotionally a crier, but about good things, not about not being able to do something. That's not even who I am. So I needed what you gave me is what I needed.
So, and you did. And I remember that day very clearly. I remember that day. So, what the heck is going on over here? You can't figure this out in a week or a month. It takes much longer than that to get everything down. It's something new. It's not like when you went to cosmetology school, when you were there, did the people learn how to cut hair in a month?
No.
It took a long time.
It's a process.
It's a process. And we trust the process.
Yes, we do.
There's a process that you go through. And I always say most people, like even people that started this year, they quit and they weren't even here a week.
Some weren't here today. They stayed one day. Yeah.
They stayed one day. It's not HGTV, is it?
No.
People think it's HGTV.
It really isn't.
No, not very glamorous either, is it?
No.
Most days it's not.
Mm-mm.
We put a little makeup on this morning for y'all.
Yeah.
But most days
we're hustling.
We're hustling.
We're
We're hustling and we're putting good vibes out there and being in contribution. So why did you decide to join MQA, our community, Tonya?
Well, I had a friend who was a real estate agent that I knew from years back, and they worked for Remax. And I had did my homework. I Googled a couple of companies, and I just said, well, I'm just going to try Remax. So I'll go online, and I put my information in the online site, and I got all these like texts, and not texts, emails from different, Remax entities here in the city of Philadelphia. But there was one company that actually called me on the phone. Miss Helen called me and she said that she was from Remax and Home, Maria Quattrone Associates. And I was like, oh, wow, they actually called me. So I was able to have a conversation with her and ask questions because at that time I was taking care of my mom. And I wanted to know like how that would work out with me being able to take care of my mom and be a real estate agent as well. Like, did I have to be in the office, like every single day? Like, how does that work? And she said, well, come in and meet with us and have the interview. And she said that, there are some people that actually, have a schedule where they can, for the like taking care of their parents and things like that. And I was like, oh, really? I was so excited about that, just to be able to have that conversation with her. And when I came in, I actually had an interview somewhere else. But when I met with you back in the kitchen, which was an experience in itself because I couldn't believe that I was actually sitting down with the owner, CEO of the company.
We do the work, Tonya.
I couldn't believe it. So I was really excited about that. And I called and canceled the other appointment and I stayed here. And I'm so glad that I did.
We're so glad that you did too. You're a beacon of sunshine, always with a positive spirit, and you take constructive criticism well to help you grow.
Right.
Because we're here to help you grow.
Right.
Into the next level. And then we talk about that, right? Like every devil has its levels.
Right.
There was a beginning devil.
Right.
And then the mid devil. So tell me about your current pipeline of business and where did it come from?
Well, let me just say that when I realized I was a real estate agent, I said, oh, shit, I got to go out there and get some people because I'm not going to have anybody to talk to. Right? I'm a people person. I can talk to you anywhere. But when I came here and I was introduced to the follow-up boss, it was so many people in the system. So all of my people.
What do we have? How many?
Over 50,000, maybe 55 now.
I think it's, yeah.
Is
I
it?
think it's more than 55. But we'll say over 50,000
over
people.
50,000 people
in the database.
In the database. So,
and we know 7% of them will transact this year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like 2,800 sales.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't get to call them all,
right,
that business is going to go somewhere else.
It's
there's tons of opportunity, right?
Absolutely. So the thing is that when I first started, I had to realize that I needed to put a system in place because it was so overwhelming with people. And I, at first, because I like to talk, you probably could tell that I like to talk. So I was talking a long time to these clients, and a lot of them were long-term nurture. Some of them were short-term nurture. However, I create these relationships. It's like family now, pretty much. And I had to create the system to like in the pub, you're able to task. You have to be able to follow up with them to know who you're talking to and where they are in the process and reach back out. We have the 3 points of contact with we do the text, we do the phone call, and we do the email. So I went from my own sphere of influence, which was like 20 people, to 649 people, right? So now this is who I'm talking to on a monthly basis. And it got to the point where I had to go buy a Post-it.
A big Post-it.
Yeah.
A big Post-it. So how many families do you think, based on your current pipeline, that you will serve this year in your second year?
This year?
Business. Finish second year. So you're going into your third.
I would say 50.
You're on track for about 50 sales, 50 families served. For somebody who's been in the business just 2 years.
2 years.
Right. What do we do every Friday?
Every Friday?
Yeah. We train.
Yeah, we train. Well, that's another thing. I forgot that part. So not only did I have the interview with the CEO, we have meetings every week with Maria and Dara, which is our broker, and they would teach us 2 times a week. We had a meeting, and they would role play with us. and they would give us inspiration on how to grow. And sometimes the stories that were told were kind of tough to hear. However, we needed that to be able to move past our fears. And of course, if you have confidence in yourself, you just got to have, which is actually extra because you need confidence in the process, right?
Confidence in the process.
Confidence in the process.
Trust that if you do the work and you work the pipeline, you work the opportunities. I don't like to call anybody a lead. It's an opportunity.
Mhm.
We have past clients, repeat clients, expired for sell by owners. We have investors, we have developers, we have buyers, we have regular home sellers, all within. I've developed over a 21-year career.
Mhm.
So there's a tremendous opportunity, and you took that opportunity and step by step created your pipeline within our pipeline of business
Mhm.
by making the calls, doing the follow-up, being consistent. And we meet every morning, right, on the phone with
We have a morning huddle every morning.
our MQA Success Huddle.
Mhm. And that's where we actually, in our Slack system, we have to put our commitment for that day, and we talk about the commitments we made for the prior day. And
How does that help keep you accountable?
Holding yourself accountable. Because when you go in the next morning and you have your morning huddle and you're not able to say, well, I met my commitment, usually that shouldn't make you feel good about the fact that you didn't meet.
What happens so when you meet your commitment? What does it provide you when you do the commitment?
For one, confidence in the process, overall success, knowing that you met your commitment, because we don't say goals, we say commitment. So I learned that early as well. And that you can actually do it, that it can be done. So that means that it gives you confidence to know that go do it again, and do it again. And
so let's get this right. You had no experience in real estate.
Mm.
Did you ever sell any other products before?
Hair.
Okay, so no real sales experience. And here you are at the end of your second year. Today's your second anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to serve 50 families this year.
This year.
That's amazing. It's amazing. And you are a beautiful human, and you have a beautiful soul, and your energy brings positive energy into our MQA community. Mm-hmm. So I'm so excited for you, Tonya.
Thank you.
How has this changed your life?
Wow. It really has. It's not only changing my life, I'm changing lives of others who are looking to purchase their home, their first-time home buyers, and you have your senior citizens that are first-time home buyers that are buying their home for the first time, and then you have the young people that I talk to all the time. They're so excited about buying their home, so that makes me excited to be able to assist them. So it does change. It changed me. Changing my life allows me to change lives for others. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Be the solution.
Be the solution.
Right. So
be the solution. Mm-hmm. So before we wrap up, Tonya, what are you most excited about for your personal future?
Oh, just being able to trust in God and know that He has the process and He is a part of this process. And I am where I am because this is where He placed me. So I have high expectations that I put on God, and He puts high expectations on myself. And then I look forward to just making sure that I meet at the end, that I know that I did well.
And you are. Yeah. Love you. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
I'm so happy and I'm so proud of you and all that you've accomplished in the last 2 years. And it's onward and upward from here.
Amen. Thank you.
Be the solution.
Be the solution.